All right, Joe, the first game we're going to cover right now, Cleveland and the Jets. This is an interesting one. The Jets are a 3-point home favorite. The total's 39.5 or 40, and we know that, all the conflict in the locker room with Geno Smith and everything. They punched him. Now he's out. The team didn't support Geno Smith. Now Fitzpatrick's in. But the Jets, though, overall on their team, aside from the issues at quarterback, are looking pretty good. Their offensive line is looking pretty strong. They have an excellent trio of receivers that might be a little bit overrated because of the names, but even if they are, they're still going to be very good. The defense also, it's hard to say. It might be awesome. It might not be quite as awesome as advertised, but in general, it's looking plenty good. And I think, except for the quarterback, the Jets are looking like they have a pretty strong team. Cleveland kind of the same way, had strong offensive line, strong defense, but, maybe more issues at quarterback. I think I'm liking the Jets here, -3. What do you think about that, Joe?
I would agree with you that the Jets are a pretty solid team outside of quarterback, but then again, in the NFL in 2015,
right,
that's, a big other than a big but, so to speak. Now, I'm not talking about my butt or your butt, but they don't have a very good quarterback. However, the truth is Ryan Fitzpatrick is at least less mistake prone. I mean, he is now competent. With Geno Smith, I guess the Jets figured he had a bigger upside. He's much younger. With Ryan Fitzpatrick, he's the poster child of he is what he is. But the case of Fitzpatrick, he's a decent quarterback. Same with Josh McCown. He's not necessarily a quarterback who's going to win you games, but, he's not a completely awful quarterback. And with the Browns really adjusting to, I think, more of a running game, Isaiah Crowell is a very talented running back. Hopefully, it appears he might actually have his head screwed on straight. So I think this could be a very low-scoring game. And with the two, veteran quarterbacks who maybe their biggest strength is not making tons of mistakes, I'm not quite as worried about some defensive scores. So I think this could be a very low-scoring game.
Yeah, I was thinking about the under as well, 39.5 or 40. So you would lean to, I don't want to put words in your mouth, you would lean Jets and the under, but you would lean under stronger?
Definitely the under stronger. I'm not so sure about the Jets. What does worry me, I know that, there's never been a backup quarterback other than maybe Tim Tebow, but who gets more publicity than Johnny Manziel. I do think from a handicapping standpoint, that could be an X factor simply because Manziel is the perfect quarterback to come in. Is he going to play? It now looks like he could play. Of course, he's had that elbow tendonitis. But Manziel's a guy that you can bring off of the bench to bring a little spark. We're not talking about a franchise quarterback. So, he is somebody who could come in and change the game. It really changes your game plan. So I would think that the under is the better play, even though I realize it is a very low total. Also, keeping an eye on Duke Johnson, a very good running back. That would give Cleveland some depth at running back. It means they can really have a nice 1-2 punch at running back and keep the ball on the ground. But yeah, I would think that despite the low total, this still has an under lean.
Thanks for your thoughts, Joe Duffy. So do you want to, for the purposes of our official record keeping in these videos, do you want to give us an official pick here? Or you want to make it a pass?
We'll make it a pass. We'll make it a pass because it is such a low total.
I think I'm actually leaning towards the Jets. I think if you make a pass on one of these videos, I have to make an official pick. I think I'm going to take the Jets. I think that these teams are very similar, but I see more strength in the skill positions for the Jets. I mean, Fitzpatrick actually has some good receivers to throw to. The Browns have a good secondary, but I feel like the good receivers trump the good secondary, and I'm going to give a pick on the Jets -3. What do you think about those factors?
I will say that the Geno Smith bizarre injury is probably a blessing in disguise for the Jets. As I said, the only reason that Smith was the starting quarterback, the belief that, look, you can't give up on him. Maybe he does have the upside, but right now, I would have Ryan Fitzpatrick. I'd much rather have Ryan Fitzpatrick as a quarterback than a Geno Smith with or without a broken jaw or broken nose or whatever the heck it was. So the Jets are probably a little undervalued because their backup quarterback, who's now their starting quarterback, is better than the guy who was supposed to be their starter.
It's officially a pass for Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com. I'm going to take the Jets -3. And Joe Duffy, it's week 1 of the NFL regular season. You're going to have some premium picks at your site, right?
I do. I already 17-5 preseason and college football combined, and I've got 2 college football wise guy plays, an NFL wise guy. I got Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday up as we file this report at OffshoreInsiders.com.
Wow, 17-5 and a play on the Thursday game. Thanks so much, Joe.